Obama's automotive bailout carry him to another victory? And will Michigan's golden boy be able to continue the Romney legacy? Who will win the majority in Michigan? We've got all your presidential updates here on the Detroit Report. Welcome to this edition of the Detroit Report. I'm Joanna Lyles. What seemed to be a sure Democratic win in Michigan may yet be too close to call. Michigan has voted Democrat for the past 5 presidential elections, but only by a small margin. In 2008, Barack Obama owed his victory in Michigan to his popularity amongst young voters and African Americans. However, throughout Obama's presidency, Michigan has reached a painfully high unemployment rate of 9.4%. And although Obama has done much for the auto industry, seeing these rates could cause voters to lose faith in him and vote in hopes of alleviating their economic hardship. Here to discuss the issue at hand is Michigan's Secretary of State spokesperson, Ann McAllister. Good evening, Ann. What issues do you think will be the main concern when voting?
Well, before we assess the current situation, we need to take a look at Michigan's political history. Even though Michigan has voted Democrat in the past 5 elections, historically it's been a relatively unstable party allegiance, alternating between Republican and Democrat votes for a majority of the 19th and 20th centuries. Now, in today's current situation, there are 2 major issues that will definitely determine the outcome of this upcoming election: the economy and healthcare. Over the past 20 years, the Michigan auto industry has suffered some pretty disastrous economic turmoil, which led to a severe increase in unemployment from 7% in December 2007 to 12% in December 2009, nearly double its original value. In recent years, however, Obama's bailout program was able to manufacture around 34,000 jobs in the auto industry and thereby reduce unemployment to around 9%.
Do you think that Obama's success in reviving the auto industry will affect Michigan's vote?
Well, this definitely presents an advantage for the Obama campaign. Michigan's economy is seeing an upward slope, and though the slope is small in magnitude, it still ensures popular support for President Obama. While Mitt Romney's economic plan also intends to create new jobs and increase domestic energy production, many Michiganders oppose Romney's intent to impose heavy taxes on the lower and middle-class Americans, especially when 400,000 Michigan residents are currently jobless.
So it seems that demographics will play a key role in these elections.
Though one can never be so sure, I can say with relative certainty that Michigan will vote Democratically in these upcoming elections.
Thank you for taking the time to speak with us, Ann. From Congress to the Supreme Court, the issue that has thus far seen every branch of our federal government is health care. There is no questioning that President Obama's successful passage of universal health care has stirred emotions among citizens nationwide. But will the policy help or hurt either candidate in their play for Michigan's electoral votes? Currently, uninsured rates hover around 23% within Michigan's population. Reporter Maria Guadalupe de la Luz Chapa is on the streets of Michigan getting the public's opinion on the presidential candidates.
Thanks, Joanna. I've been walking around the streets of downtown Detroit to get a better idea of how voters feel about the upcoming elections. How do you feel about this year's presidential candidates?
Well, I just feel you really just need to go out there and you need to vote. You just need to vote and be happy. Vote. Just vote.
But I almost lost my job. And it was really tough, but thanks to Obama, I got my job back, and I'm really happy about that.
Obama's a communist.
But why would you say that?
Just study it out. Just study it out. You'll know he's a communist.
Okay, well that's that. As you can see, there's a wide variety of opinions about this year's presidential elections. And back to you, Joanna.
Thank you, Maria. It's always interesting to hear the wide spectrum of opinions. Now for the expert's opinion, our very own political analysts have used data from recent polls taken after each presidential debate. Romney seemed to be in the lead after the first debate, then Obama caught up after the second, where they have remained in a close tie. Despite polls showing both candidates are tied, our analysts predict Obama will win Michigan with a 3-point lead. These have been all your presidential updates for the Detroit Report. I'm Joanna Lyles.